Oh, yes. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. And joining us live right now is the Tampa Bay Buccaneer General Manager Jason Licht. How are you, sir? Very appreciative that you got up early and came on the show today. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I didn't get up early.
Well, are you one of those guys that gets up at the crack of dawn every day?
Oh, no, I'm not Todd. I don't get into the office at 3.
First of all, congratulations on what everybody is calling a great draft, giving us an A. And you're one of those guys that's so super humble. I remember I ran into you right after you kept the Super Bowl team together, and I was like, hey, thanks, congrats. And you're like, oh, it's not me. I got a whole team behind you. You never take all the credit for all that stuff.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, I'll take credit for one thing. I've hired amazing people. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you had a great draft, and I think we were, everybody was so interested in obviously for our team, but the rest of the league, and we all sat there and watched. If you can give me some insight from a general manager's point of view on what you thought was happening with the Shadeur Sanders situation, do you meet? I mean, we had no interest in him, so do you meet with him?
We weren't in the market for a quarterback in this year's draft. So, we watch and evaluate all players, but we didn't meet with Shadeur this year.
Yeah.
So it's, he's a heck of a player, and I think everything works out for a reason, but I think he's got a chance to be a successful quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from him, but as we all sat there and watched him drop and watch it go, I couldn't decide whether it was because of his cocky attitude with the whole legendary thing and how you wouldn't want that virus around, or the fact that you also have to take Dion with you wherever you go, and what a pain in the ass that would be.
Contrary to popular belief, Dion runs a really good program, and he's an old school coach, and he wants his kids to thrive and be successful, and do it on their own. And he's done like all fathers have done, is do whatever they can. He happens to be their head coach while he was at Colorado, but I got a lot of respect for him. That wouldn't be an issue for us I would in our situation, but I can't really answer. I'm just being honest with you. I can't really answer why he slid the way he did, or if it was a slide, because we never really talked to him. But all of our scouts that had some kind of contact with him throughout the year had nothing but positive things.
Yeah, well, it's just an interesting thing to me. I'm a casual fan. I don't always get the X's and O's like everybody else, but I got really glued to the situation because it became bigger than the entire draft itself. So I was just curious from a general manager's point of view. But for the Buccaneers, we seem to have done very well. We got a wide receiver, we got a cornerback, and we got a guy that's already. Look at you see what kind of guy Baker is. That he already had the guy here, already took him and his family out for lunch, already being that leader and making that connection. That's got to make you feel great.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're really, really excited about the entire draft. Now, who knows how it works out, but right now it's always whenever we feel really good on Saturday night and Sunday, like feel really, really good. Now, if I don't feel good after draft, I'm not going to tell you that. Whenever we feel really good and it lingers for still right now, the same feeling, we usually have overall, it's a successful draft. So there have been some where it didn't fall the way you wanted it to or whatever, but this one, we're excited about all our picks, but just with the first round pick with Mecca, he just checked all the boxes. He's a hell of a player, but he's also just, an unbelievable person. And it's going to be seamless transition for him in terms of just into the locker room. He's going to garner respect right away, but he also wants to earn it. So,
well, he has no choice. He has no choice coming in there when he's got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and some of the other guys. Those are. It's not like you're just going to go in there and become a superstar. You're fighting against the best of the best.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think he wants to earn every bit of it. Yeah. So, and he's used to being around a lot of superstar players, especially at that position.
Yeah. Ohio State, their receiver room is stacked. So he's no stranger to competition.
No, and they've had great players throughout their history there, and it's stacked now. And the fact that he's the all-time leading receiver there,
Yeah.
does a lot. So, and he wanted to stay because he wanted to help out the young kid and the young guys that they have. But they have a budding superstar there, and maybe top pick in the draft at some point. But he wanted to help. He wanted to stay with him and help him because he has a lot of pride in that room and the history of that room.
What about Morrison? He is a great player, but he was hurt. So I know you guys met with him. I know the doctors look at him and he looked good, but you definitely see him coming back to playing full strength.
We had positive reports about where he was. He worked out very well a couple weeks before the draft, and we felt very confident. Now, every player, doesn't matter who it is, what their injury history is. Every player, there's a little bit of a risk with everybody. So
Yeah.
there's no such thing as the perfect 10. And when you do think you have a perfect 10, sometimes it bites you in the ass at the end. So, but in this case, we felt very confident. We're going to do it the right way. Now, he may be ready to go this weekend. He may not. We may hold him out a little bit, get him ready for training camp, just to rest it or just to make sure we're not overdoing it but he is 100% right now. So
can you believe training camp? I mean, we're here again and here we go already. I mean, it flies by.
I don't want to think about it yet because we got I got a little family vacation coming up. I want to at least exhale a little bit.
Can you say where you're going, what you're doing? And I'm just curious because I would imagine your wife's like, all right, you get that draft and then we're going away and we're forgetting football for a couple of days.
So my wife, Blair, she's amazing. She, among many other things, she always plans a little trip, and it's very important. For us, she thought with this career that I'm in, for us the whole family to be together for a chunk of time in the summer, and that's when we kind of reintroduce ourselves on a full-time basis.
Yeah.
Because of crazy lifestyle. But we did South America last summer, Machu Picchu, and we did Galapagos Islands, and then this summer we're going to Greece. So,
have you been before?
We did on our honeymoon.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
yeah,
so excited about
it. Good for you. I hope you enjoy the time. Can I ask you a dumb question? Yeah. I recently watched the Kevin Costner movie Draft Day, and Moneyball is one of my favorite movies to watch. Is there a lot of back and forth between the general managers on a day? Is it as quick with the phone calls and the hanging up in middle conversations and the whole deal like that, or is that a lot of Hollywood BS?
It can get like that in small doses.
Yeah,
it's not quite the same, but it can be. I love those movies too.
Yeah.
I love them both. And there's some aspects to Moneyball that are similar too.
Yeah.
It's like there are times during our games I wish we had a gym in the stadium that I could just go down.
Have you ever traded for a Pepsi machine? Has that
ever No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like a beer cooler.
There you go. Nice.
Can I tell you about an incident you and I did have on the field that I'm sure you're completely unaware of, but it is one of the pivotal point in my life. You and I met for the first time at Meat Market one night. You were there with the Miggs and the Barlows, and I happened to be eating there, and I was going to the bathroom. We ran into each other, and they said, "Do you know Jason?" And we shook hands, and we met, and you were very cordial and super nice. The following weekend, I see you at the Bucs game, and I'm on the sidelines before the game with my son, and I see you, and you look at me, and I wave at you, and you kind of look, and I walk over, and I go, "Hey," and you were like, "Hey," and I go, "Hey, I met you there." You were like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, I was talking to the guy behind you. I mean, I'm telling you right now, my ego was crushed so hard. I got in there and I said, "Jason Licht has taken over. He has crushed my ego harder than any girl has ever in my entire life."
I'm so sorry.
Listen to me. There's nothing to be sorry about. It was a game day, and we're on the sideline of the field. I get it. It was just so funny. In your life, you can point to certain moments that is definitely a key moment in my life.
Wasn't he waving to the guy behind you?
I don't know. You were not waving to me, and I found out the hard way, which is I did not make the impression that I thought that I made on you.
Well, hey, Mike, you got to keep in mind. So on game day, we typically have every week we have different guests coming into town, different friends, relatives, friends of relatives, that want tickets and want sideline passes, and so I have to make a point to go and at least say hi to him. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget to say hi to my own family, and I probably was waving, and because I promise you it won't happen again.
No. Listen to me. I get it. If anything, I mean, here you are, the general manager on game day on the sidelines. I get it. But in addition to crushing me, my son looked at me and he went, oof. It's something at least we could laugh about. All right, there's a couple of things that are going on. I don't know. Carmen, who works on our show, her boyfriend Chad is the coach at Chamberlain High School, and you guys have the Buccaneers National Coaching Academy that's going on right now, correct?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
And who gets to be a part of that? How do you get it? How do you get involved in that?
Well, there's an application process that already starts for next year here coming up soon, and I think you can find it all on our website, that information. But thousands of applicants, and they get kind of weeded down to 25. And so right now we have 25 coaches from high school, college, all different levels, international here. And Darcy Kasowitz Glazer, one of our owners, her team has an amazing agenda for them during the week. They were with Gruden yesterday. Bruce has talked to them. Todd and I, it's amazing. And then they are in the meeting rooms and coaching on the field too. So
that's great.
It's a great experience for them. Yeah.
What a great opportunity. Yeah, Carmen.
I will say Chad did apply, so fingers crossed. Look for the name Chad Wood, please.
Please.
Are you kidding me? He couldn't even remember me 2 days after he met me. He's not going to remember Chad's name.
Well, the other thing is, yeah, thank you.
What was his name again?
Chad Wood, and he did win Coach of the Week, week 2 for the Bucs.
He did. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys pick a high school coach. People vote on it, and he was Coach of the Week for week 2 of last season. So.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys do this because these guys are doing it for the love of the game and for the love of these kids, especially guys like Chad who are doing it in a program with no money in the school. So that's awesome. Then the other thing you do, and this is something this is more up my alley. This is Dinner with the Buccaneer, which is happening on Tuesday, May 13th at Ava. It's hosted by the Bruce Arians Family Foundation, and I would imagine you'll probably be at that if you can. And Baker's supposed to be there, Evans, all the major players. You can get information on that at AriansFamilyFoundation.com. That's another great thing is how much this organization does for this community. A lot of people talk about it, but the Glazers are really here, and the players are really here, and they're really. I mean, we've had Baker on a couple of times to talk about what his foundation does. We've had Evan on mostly to talk about their charities and their foundations. This is really, we're fortunate to have these people in the community.
And they all do it without expecting fanfare. They don't, you find out things that these people do. Like I was just reading about Baker and Emily with their latest thing, the walk-on scholarship program that they have, but that's just one of many things that they do. And the same with Bruce. He's not expecting a lot of fanfare. He and his wife Chris, this dinner next week is for their foundation and helping kids and court-appointed kids, with adoption and foster kids and things like that. It's going to be an amazing event, like it always is.
Yeah, good. Well, I got to tell you, we're going to check it out. We may end up showing up to that one. I know you're busy. I don't want to keep you all day. I appreciate you carving out time for us to be on the show.
I got one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, far away. You caught me at a good time.
Oh, good.
Jason, when Grizzard leaves to become a head coach at the end of the season, do you have somebody else already in mind? And a follow-up, do you get pissed that Baker seems to be running off your OCs to become head coaches?
That has become a problem lately. We're super excited about Grizz. There's nothing we can do about it. I guess it's a testament to the players that we have and our staffs for helping us put a great team together. I'll tell you this, Todd runs the interview process and hires ultimately hires who he wants as the offensive coordinator. Now he's asked me to help him be another voice, be another, set of eyes and ears in the process. And the last 2 years, I always just want to get away for a weekend with my wife, and I promise her that, and then we can't because I'm sorry, we're doing another coaching interview thing. So it's this year. I hope we get to keep him for at least 2 years.
Yeah,
you got to keep a list in your drawer. I can imagine for the next hire.
We do, and then a lot of those guys end up getting jobs themselves. So it's a process, that's for sure.
Well, we will wish Grizzard best on his future endeavors when he goes on to be head coach.
At least if he leaves after this too, I got to tell you, we wish the other guy the best of luck with Jacksonville and all that. But when he rolls out there and he dropped that Duval thing, you're like, oh, good, way to make yourself corny right out of the gate.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm looking forward to a great season, and I know that you probably won't, but if you need us for anything, we're here. We're huge fans, and we'll be out there at the games. We do a big tailgate before the game, and if you need anything, we're always here for you, sir.
I'll have to join you. I've been telling Nelson for years I want to get on your show, and he hasn't let me. So this is
Stop
awesome.
it! Stop that nonsense. Listen, I love to talk, and no one. I mean, I watched you on McAfee. No one loves a guest who's more honest and speaks his mind and talks to you like a normal dude instead of just talking in phrases. You calling people douchebags and assholes was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But that's great.
Oh, man, I didn't know we could say that on your show.
It
would have been a whole different interview.
Well, hopefully we could do it again.
All right, let's do it.
And I'll should I bother saying hi to you if I see you again in public?
Please do.
Not you.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna hug you and kiss you on the cheek next time.
Hey,
Jason,
we're at that point now.
Yeah, good. Glad. Thank you, Jason. Pleasure to have you on.
See you, Mike.
Have a great day. There you go. There's Jason Licht.